If you're retired and feeling a bit restless, that's usually blamed on the loss of identity many people feel when they leave their job. But maybe you even hated your job, but you still feel this way. It might not be an identity issue. It might be because you haven't figured out what inspires you during this next phase of your life. I'm Beverly, and I struggled with that all of last year, my first year of retirement. I had spent 35 years as a financial journalist. I wrote books, did TV interviews as a money expert, and I felt important because of my job. My plan for retirement was to just collect Social Security, start a personal finance podcast, and finally learn guitar. Now, I did love the freedom of retirement, but during the year, I realized I wasn't the same. I tried to hang on to my old identity because I just assumed it would always be mine. I realized I was following the same script I'd had for 35 years. It no longer was a good fit for me. My purpose my whole life was to promote financial literacy and improve people's financial lives. So when I was struggling, it wasn't because I was grieving my old identity, which I kind of expected to happen. It was about having trouble finding my new one. If you feel this way, you might be in the discovery phase of retirement. I started to lean into the discovery phase, and if you're at that point right now, you're in for an adventure. It's a time where you can do anything you want. I'm not saying you have to start a new career or learn Italian unless you want to do those things, but it's a time when you can be whatever you think would make you happy right now. Say no to retirement stereotypes and do what makes your heart sing. I started a business. I decided to start that personal finance podcast, and I decided, okay, I'm comfortable with video. So I focused all on YouTube. And then I changed from talking about personal finance basics, which no longer got me excited. I guess I was finally bored and shifted over to the retirement community. Honestly, I have to confess this. I made a lot of mistakes when I first got onto Social Security and Medicare. I made so many mistakes. And I thought, okay, I'm researching this now and I know so much. I should shift to the retirement community and talk about these kinds of issues so people know what's going on. And I have never been happier. Just because you retire, that doesn't mean you have to give up everything that meant something to you. Instead of focusing on a purpose, think about what it was you loved in your old life, whether it was job or hobby or getting together with friends, and be sure that's an essential part of your retirement life. If you were used to being around people and you're an extrovert, you need to do something that brings people into your life. Suddenly finding yourself eating lunch alone might be jarring. You can replace the camaraderie. It could be lunch with people that you play pickleball with, or a part-time job that also allows you to earn extra money, or volunteer in an animal shelter if you love animals. By the way, I've been taking guitar lessons for a year and a half, and there are a few chords that my fingers can't quite do right now, but it brings me so much joy. I can play a simple version of Stairway to Heaven, and I'm ridiculously proud of that. Nearly 2 years later, I am proud to say that I have left my old life behind and I have embraced this new one. I doubt I'll ever quit working completely, but the point is to be who you want to be. Don't settle for an ordinary retirement. You still possess gifts, and now's the time to share them with the world. If you were restless but found your retirement zone for happiness, please share it with the rest of us. I'd love to hear about it. And if you're struggling and need some tips, leave a comment. There are no wrong answers on how you decide to spend your retirement. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.